What's a world leader to a world eater? 4-6. What's a world leader to a world eater? 4-6. Eastside. 4600, bitch. What's a world leader to a world eater? Fuck these indie niggas, I'ma end these niggas. I make complex patterns, pattern indie couldn't print these niggas. Fuck these indie niggas, I'ma end these niggas. I make complex patterns, pattern indie couldn't print these niggas. My blood is the east side, I got suns for eyes. While you talking shit, I rise up to the sky. I'm smoking extra light, I know all your signs. I align the stars to bring the minds to your evil lies. What the fuck done happened to the scene? Bitch, you pussy niggas smoking rock. I'm smoking Tangela, you thirsty niggas smoking broad. I'm a professional, you fuckboys only flexing, no. Your circle lost, your cipher spin with no direction, ho. Your chakras broke cause you keep fucking with these stupid hoes. I am the god of my surroundings cause that's all I know. Your wifey hit me dying to meet me at the next show. I met your wifey and she blew me like a fucking speaker. That girl sucked the soul out of me, you better not leave her. She's a fucking keeper. She just wanna foot long with no subway. You gon' make her happy, I'ma fill her up with cozy. Only bitch niggas think that I'm a bitch and only hoe niggas think that they can hold me. I thank my haters, I thank my homies. I bless my lower self. Every time I grab a mic, I build my wealth. I used to defend my points, now I plant seeds and stealth. Nobody ever listened to me, all they did was hear me and speculate flawed assumptions and ended up sweeping their bullshit under the rug. My emotions are molten. You never change if you are chosen.
The flames of opinion shall not scathe my philosophy. Eastside 4600, I am the living black prophecy.
I don't want a better bitch, I want my bitch better. I don't want a wetter bitch, I want my bitch wetter. I don't want your bitch, baby boy, should've kept her. He's a bitch with a dick, man, these niggas transgender. On the dead, on these niggas I can tender. I don't want a better bitch, I want my bitch better. I don't want a wetter bitch, I want my bitch wetter. I don't want your bitch, baby boy, should've kept her. He's a bitch with a dick, man, these niggas transgender. You a bitch with a dick, man, you niggas transgender. I ain't never took a loan, dumb nigga on the lander. Beating up his wife and his fucking wife beat her. If baby come upstairs, then I put him out to meet her. I ain't even tired, but I still got to sleep with her. She ate my dick inside, now you going out to eat with her. I just pulled the meat out, now you going out to meet with her. I don't want a better bitch, I want my bitch better. I don't want a wetter bitch, I want my bitch wetter. I don't want your bitch, baby boy, should've kept her. He's a bitch with a dick, man, these niggas transgender. On the dead, on these niggas I can tender. I don't want a better bitch, I want my bitch better. I don't want a wetter bitch, I want my bitch wetter. I don't want your bitch, baby boy, should've kept her. He's a bitch with a dick, man, these niggas transgender.
Ah, you a tender man, you a lover boy like.
Okay, good. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna take all the fun tracks that I listen to nowadays. You see what's up with that? You already know. I'm gonna see what's up with that melody. Get out here, nigga. Come on. Keep these niggas up, man. Got the gloves on right now, man. Oh, shit. To the show, man. It's just cold. That's why the smoke. These are the props.
Yeah. We smoke good shit. Like cigarettes. We got cigarettes. I'm using tobacco papers.
You can see this. How cold it's about to be by us talking. I'm blowing smoke. Smoke is not that. It ain't that much smoke. You feel me? So it's about to be cold, bro.
Shit, like December. December was cold as fuck.
I bet that be on the game, dog. Shit. Cold. Shit.
I finally found a game I like. This game called Ascent. It's on It's on the Xbox store. You got Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like a top-down, like Diablo. That's what I'm trying to find. Just something classic. You know what I mean? Something I can go back to. Remind me of it. Because I played everything already, so it all just like don't feel like it don't feel like I'm getting my time's worth. A game that I could just play on the side, play while I'm working on the side and shit, instead of having to put an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours aside. Because I always come back to those games. type of league. Play at a high level as adults. We need a challenge.
Yeah, the challenge.
All but
Starting in.
you could play that for 10, 20 minutes, and that shit'll get hard as fuck. You know what I mean? Like go back to the arcade days where it was just about getting the high score. Everybody playing the same game just to get to the high score.
You do some game for teams, bro. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, that's cool too, but
This one game is look good on the
bring back the high score shit. No, that I feel like that's cool too, but they not really. People ain't even really doing that. They just buying that shit.
Alright, brother.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up, man. Calling you.
All right. Yeah, yeah. I'll send you a message.
think I was muted. I had the tablet muted. Dang, it's loud, ain't it?
I like that Pelly right there, man.
And it's soda. It's the soda shit.
Soda joint, you know what I mean?
Soda. That's about an extra 500 right there, or 300.
I know a guy, you know?
I know a guy. I know a guy. What's
I
the
know a
date?
guy, I know a guy.
1970 what? Yeah.
78.
You an 80s baby though. You an 80s baby. Yeah, I'm 71.
I'm 77.
77. That's nice. That's real nice.
71?
71. I was born 3 days before Frazier whooped Ali's ass in their first fight.
You know what? I'm jealous of you because you was alive when Knicks actually won some shit here, man.
I can't remember.
I know you can't remember, but you was alive for it.
I was alive for that shit, right?
Yo, we not too far, man.
And
we
like,
not too far, man.
and like 3 years after the fucking Jets won a fucking Super Bowl and shit. Yeah. Shit, we ain't too far removed from slavery, nigga.
Talk about it,
right? They're like, oh, forget about it. It was so long ago. How long ago?
Nah, them
Some
pictures
of
of
them
the
niggas
water
still
fountain
alive.
pictures was almost a color.
Right.
I said a grandmother away.
Mm-hmm. One grandma away, right?
Not even. My grandmother was 100 years old when she passed.
Whew.
Right.
How many babies she had? She
Four.
was still dropping them. Okay,
She had
gotcha.
four.
Okay,
my
yeah.
mom.
Then the babies was having babies at a young age. Yeah.
Kidnapped my grandma from the South. She only got a birth certificate.
Yeah.
I can tell you, listen, my family history is crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
Everybody got one, I'm telling you.
Grandparents.
So I done brought down the move with slavery and kidnapping
Nah,
black old
hell
ladies.
no. We talking about the grands, the ancestors and shit, man.
You know, speaking of that, you know
Yeah.
what I've always wondered? Why aren't there any like epic black movies?
It was. I mean, but y'all wasn't alive. Well, you was. Yeah, fucking Roots, man. It was like a 4-day event, or was it a weekly event? I can't really remember, but I know it changed a lot because I mean, up to that point, we had no idea what Africa was like and shit, you know. Or
Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu. That was 80s though, and that was a dope one too.
Roots was fake.
They brought murder.
Wanawa Zulu.
Bum 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 bum
Shit.
bum bum. Shaka.
But they couldn't get a whole bunch of black. They didn't want to show a whole bunch of black kids.
Why isn't there
Show
more
a
of
bunch
that shit,
black
though?
adults.
Well, I don't think.
But
Well,
they
honestly,
really
it's,
kidnapped a whole bunch of black kids.
Hollywood is it's a fickle woman, you know. It's like
And that was
when you the flavor of the month,
really.
we gonna make a bunch of you. When it's not hot anymore, we move on. And I think that's what 71. I was born 3 days before. She was still dropping. And I would like to think able to be as confident in your product as you are in yourself when you present it. And I think that's what makes it resonate a lot, especially because they don't. I remember I've heard, and this was years ago, we talking double-digit years, black people don't watch TV, black people don't go to the movies, things like that. So that may play a factor in it as well when it comes to making movies the kind you're talking about.
But that's been disproved. Like Black Panther.
I know it's, man, we know and shit
yeah.
because you don't sell 1 billion fucking tickets and all white people just went to go see that
Right.
shit, for real, you know. Or just all males and shit, women too. But to speak to what you talking about, it's more or less like those gatekeepers are still there with these old stereotypes or old rules, whatever you want to call them. And then, so let's say there is an exception, like a Ryan Coogler or something like that, there's always still an obstacle that has to be overtaken, even though we shall overcome. We done overcame, and we're still overcoming. There's still going to be people. Oh shit! Yeah, you about to cry.
We done overcame, but we still overcoming. It's
Right,
crazy.
but you know, and you see that there's always going to be someone there that says, "Wait a minute, you don't belong here. You don't belong in this space."
You experienced that?
Well, I mean, honestly, I've never really experienced anything like that, but I've been made to feel that way. Not in a verbal sense, but a sense of, you know, you get to staring, things like that.
Staring?
You know? People stare, you know.
But you method man, so you don't know if they staring
I'm speaking
like.
outside of. I'm speaking outside of whether it's regardless of celebrity or not. At the end of the day, let's say black cop, once he takes the uniform off and shit, if a white person sees him with his gun, he's not a cop. He's a black motherfucker with a gun. He's dangerous.
Right.
Period.
Any particular instances that you feel like I felt it that day?
Well, I mean, there's been a few instances, but the way I handled it, the way I handled it, I was on a plane one time, and I don't know, it was just a rude white lady. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I'm in the best of moods, and I was not going to let this lady distract me from this mood. So I was like, "You're right, ma'am. You have an excellent day. Jesus loves you." I went and took my seat. This old black couple saw that shit, and they came over to me, and they were like, "You showed a lot of restraint there. We respect what you did." And I think the old man was like, "But I would have smacked her motherfucking head." But I'm saying it was real though. But he was like, "You showed a lot of restraint, and that was a respectable manner in which you handled her." And she was older than me, so I took that, and that shit resonated with me for a very long time. I was like, "Yeah, you know, sometimes you don't fight fire with fire, even though you want to, but it's really water."
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta Tai Chi that shit.
Right.
All right. We here. All right, we back.
How many?
We here. All right, we back.
How many?
Sound check.
We here. All right, we back.
How many?
Sound check. Yeah, my mic's low as fuck. Sound check. Check.
How many?
Sound check. Yeah, my mic's low as fuck. Sound check. Check.
How many?
Sound check. Yeah, my mic's low as fuck. Sound check.
How many? How many times I've been on this motherfucker? This
is number four? Number 4. Yo, you was on the 10th episode.
10th, wow.
10th.
Yeah, shit. That was my first. That was my debut on the 10th.
that's
How many
debut.
times I've been on this motherfucker?
This is number 4? Number 4. Yo, you was on the 10th episode.
10th, wow.
10th.
Yeah, shit. That was my first. That was my debut on the 10th.
that's
How many times
debut.
I've been on this motherfucker?
This is number 4? Number 4. Yo, you was on the 10th episode.
10th, wow. Yeah, shit. That was my first. That was my debut on the 10th.
that's
How many
debut.
times I've been on this motherfucker? This was
Technically, you may have been the first one that a lot of people watched.
That's what's up. That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We broke $1 million on that?
Nah.
We didn't?
We broke $1 million. Technically, you may have been the first one that a lot of people watched.
That's what's up. That's
You know
what's
what I
up.
mean?
Yeah. We broke $1 million on that?
Nah.
We didn't?
We broke $1 million. Technically, you may have been the first one that a lot of people watched.
That's what's up.
I don't know why it's echoing. the YouTube shit. That's YouTube. Check, 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 check. Check. Check, check, check. Check, check. That does not actually sound bad. That doesn't sound bad. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Check check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Sounds good.
Very nice. I can say what that was doing. It's just nice to know sometimes.
We weren't familiar with the battle.
The battle, yeah.
That was
Why you ain't take his head off, man? Why you ain't take his head off? Like, I mean, really, like, I felt like you was playing. I felt like you was playing, man. I felt like you was playing, man.
You wanted,
Yeah, I wanted you to lose. That's what.
But that's a given.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What are you doing with that? Oh, well, I wanted to throw one last hootenanny before the big fight. Swear? Huh? It sounds like a swear. What the hell is a hootenanny? Just another way of saying party.
Oh.
I know it sounds
There's a family guy. This right here is a mighty fine hoedown.
This sure dig dang is a dig dang hoedown. Dig dang it. Dabba dabba doo da.
It's stupid.
Sure is a dig dang of a hoedown. This is a hootenanny. Hoedown.
Tara, who am I? Why is that one black?
Why is that one black?
Until further notice. So am I 17? Yeah, you 17 because that crazy nigga 16. So. Nah, he got 16. He was just powerful. He was on to at least 8. Nah, not 8, bro. Cause 8 good. Yeah, you're right. 13. Not 13, 14. I ain't 13, 13 a dog. Yeah, he a dog.
20, nigga. Android 20.
Android 13 racist, though. He is racist. Y'all ain't seen that.
Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut. Goku dies. Goku dies. Well, I know we should all just let bygones be bygones, but that's the way it's gonna be. I was programmed to kill your ass, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You hear? You're just a slave, a pawn with no free will of its own. Is that it? Free will. Pitiful humans. War, segregation, hatred. Is that what you've done with your free will, boy? Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut. Goku dies. We'll see you, red ribbon redneck.
What? What's the first time? He don't even know what he's talking about. When he don't know what he's talking about, y'all, he just starts saying this shit. It's like Hey, Taylor, get your boy, man.
Yo, why is he looking at me like that? What's up, little bud? Got a staring problem, huh?
Like what, dude? He's just looking at you.
Little face. Dumb little face.
Stop.
Yo, Zan, get your boy, dog.
Yeah, Zay, get your boy, dog. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, get your boy, dude. Yeah, dog.
I also enjoy long walks on the beach. Put it in.
You're funny.
Yo, dude, dog. Bro, dude, dog. Dude, dog, bro.
Keep my mama name out your mouth.
Dude, bro, dog.
I slapped them highlights that trip.
You know, right? I can't believe it is you!
What? I'm not afraid to hit a girl. I'm a rock star.
Oh. You punched the highlights out of her hair.
He punched the highlights out of her hair!
Bro, yeah, nah, bro, fuck it. I ain't gonna say that side again, cause
But
Eleanor? You done yet?
just about.
That was a childhood movie y'all will never understand.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm driving
I
to the
bet.
junkyard myself.
Y'all just gonna have to learn the hard way.
And no one can say I did. In the meantime,
He did punch the highlights out of her hair. And then he got his powers taken.
on my terms and on my timeline.
Then he got his powers taken.
I don't know. I'm leaving now, bro.
I need to get back on the road ASAP. Javier, I'm not negotiating here. It's cage match.
Right to wait.
Open the fence. Open the fence.
That's not your call.
Check, check, 1, 2.
No, I got this name. Who's this, Tim?
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2.
Who's this, Tim?
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. I don't know, it just looks weird. I gotta keep checking the mic. Check, check, 1, 2. 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 Walking in the forest, looking at the trees, and the leaves are blowing and the wind is blowing in the breeze. Walking in the forest, looking at the trees, and the leaves are blowing and the wind is blowing in the breeze. Walking in the forest, looking at the trees, and the leaves are blowing and the wind is blowing in the breeze. Walking in the forest, looking at the trees, and the leaves are Alright, I think it's good.
Man, you gotta come up out there, man. Bro, I need it. I'm sorry.
I think it's good.
I'm sorry, but I need it. I need it.
Oh, you a murderer. You a murderer.
I'm the prophet.
Be sure to lock in.
Sorry.
Be sure to lock in for us. can pull his own shit out and still be good. Look,
that nigga, he really might be.
He really is the Messiah. The robot.
I'm sorry.
Damn. Hold up.
I'm sorry, but I got. I'm gonna put y'all on, bro. It's for the.
It was a GI Jane, Joe.
It was an iRobot.
I'm busy.
No, you good. You good. you and Lilo next to each other, right?
I mean, we like in the same neighborhood, well, not neighborhood, like the same area. We both about Dylan.
I'm about to come through.
So who, me or Jay?
Jay's house.
Fuck, I'm getting champs on that bit.
No, don't come here, Jay. Don't come here.
Why?
Oh, I see. I think he might be trying to level his shit up.
16.
He said, don't come yet.
That nigga treat me like SpongeBob. Wait, it's not ready.
Yeah, he wants you to see that when I'm done.
It's not ready.
I'm just making something right now. Just like it's nothing.
Hold on, bro. I'm about to go get Mudkip, bro.
Mrs. Puff says, just let me see, SpongeBob. Anything is good.
No! Stop ready!
Y'all niggas was crazy, bro.
It's like, it don't matter. You'll grow to pass.
That nigga was self-conscious of that hoe, bro.
That nigga was self-conscious as hell.
I don't feel like I did anything.
Don't matter. You
it's supposed to feel.
You capping up. What that nigga gone?
Nah, she just want that nigga out the class, bro. She's stressing her out.
There. Fantastic. Let me see it. No, wait, I changed my mind. I'm sure what you've written is fine. Just let me see. No, don't look. It's not ready. It's so simple.
It's not ready.
10 words. What I learned in boating school is blankety, blank. Okay, let me see what you've written. It's not ready yet. That's okay, SpongeBob. Show the teacher what you've written. No! Give it to me! No! Let me see it! What I learned in boating school is, well, the rest doesn't matter. You pass. You pass.
Mrs. Puff, I don't feel like I really did anything.
That's how extra credit is supposed to feel.
Sun's up.
That's how extra credit is supposed
Chip's
to feel.
probably mad as hell by now.
What do you think I do to you?
Oh, nothing.
Well, she got shot in her head, bro. That's not it.
Chip and I, we sort of used to be a thing. It was for like 5 minutes, and it fizzled out fast. But he never really got over it.
She said her and Trip used to be a thing.
I just know he likes having me around. He'd be the first to admit it.
Relationships can change pretty fast.
I knew this was Triple H, bro, because he heated up too much with him.
Sounds like you've got something on your mind. Or someone.
Guys, that's
Bro,
the place.
Trip gonna fucking.
Nah, he gonna bang the fuck out of
Dead ass slam his ass, bro.
But he a baseball player, so if he got a bat, he can swing with the force of 1,000 Barry Bonds.
That is true. He got a bat.
And I swing fast.
Guns out, yeah.
If you
I
insist.
swing nice. I swing nice.
You're in trouble. This bat here, no matter how hard or soft I swing it, if it touches you, it breaks a bone. It has the power of 1,000 home runs from Barry Bonds, one of the hardest swingers in baseball history. Ha! And I swing nice. Cool. Cool? Wait, nigga, ain't you forgetting something?
Hey, I like this whole y'all.
This whole kind of
RDC world become
human.
Yeah, nigga, they already knew. Hey, niggas didn't know we was gonna both go low like that. RDC world become
human.
What the fuck?
I don't care. I say the girl. Know what I'm talking about?
Real shit.
What are these references, nigga?
Sunday. But I must apply the nanites.
Yeah.
Say, Calvin.
This shit kind of clean though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh shit.
Save her! Save the girl!
But I must apply the nanite.
Somebody save Calvin!
Smuggle wrench to your cell, okay.
What's up, boy?
Oh! I know you didn't just try to walk at it. I just know it, bro. You're...
Morning. Good day to you, sir.
Hey!
Good day to you,
Oh,
sir.
my God.
Careful.
Morning. Good day to you, sir.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
You hear about what happened to that SoundCloud rapper's granny? Rest in peace, man. I'll stop, bro.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, they talking about the lyric. I don't know if it's real, but it's the lyric. You know the lyric?
I don't.
My granny got hit by a bazooka. Y'all ain't heard that?
I'm not tapped in.
Yeah,
man.
about bazooka.
Nah.
Old ass niggas, bro. Old ass
I'm
niggas don't know
rocking
shit, bro. The old ass nigga don't know shit, Chad.
Bro.
Right? Am I right, Chad? Man, come on, bro.
Hey, bro, you doing too much, nigga.
How do you do, fellow kid?
Frit here. I have successfully upgraded the orchestrator to a parallel execution engine. The architect and Sentinel are now working concurrently on the planning phase, and the two and guardrail units perform simultaneous validation. This reduces our mission critical path by over 40%. The swarm is now operating at peak efficiency. Check your Rust monitor to see multiple agents active at once. Parallel engine test complete. The squad is now capable of multi-threaded engineering. We are ready for the next upgrade. Parallel logic corrected. I have implemented a fan-out initialization pattern to resolve the graph unhashable type error. The swarm is now successfully processing design and safety constraints simultaneously. We are mission ready. Parallel state management finalized. The squad now uses reduction operators to merge concurrent agent designs and safety audits into a single, unified state. We have achieved true parallel orchestration. Phase 4.1 is complete.
No.
Something up with him.
Bro.
Hey, that shit terrifying, bro. How do you do, fellow kids? How do you do, fellow children?
That nigga said, Mark's so hip.
Parallel engine live. I have implemented a custom safety reducer to ensure all concurrent nodes must pass their invariants before coding begins. The squad is now functioning as a high-speed, multi-agent workstation. Mission success.
Had to work fast. I don't know what would have happened if we hadn't seen
Can I
smoke.
have some more?
Oliver Twist, look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Not a pleasant thought.
Please, sir. I want some more.
What?
Please, sir. I want some more.
Be glad you're not a human. I know that shit would have hurt, boy.
You better get that stick off of her.
Drink this.
I thought they didn't have enough.
It's probably a shortage. Yeah, you don't even know me. I could be a villain.
Thank you. I didn't say you could have all of it. I said water for a little bit, bro. What the fuck,
Just a sip.
bro?
You took the rest of our storage. Shit. So you telling me I got half a bottle between 19 niggas?
Give me your hand.
She a sorry leader if she let that happen. Oh, she spiritual. She like Eric about doing shit.
And you
I'm behind, bro.
He behind.
Let me. Oh, y'all watching Discord? Oh, let me watch the Discord.
I got an answer to every prayer. I got
This nigga is tripping, bro.
Minaj, big bumper, nice headlights.
You recognize anybody, dude?
What?
No, nigga, no racist shit. That was no racist shit, man. Come on, bro. I was literally generally asking.
No. Because if Dylan asked us, if Dylan asked us,
Don't take it like that, bro.
No, we was watching a f***ing black movie and Dylan said,
No.
"You recognize anybody, Mark?"
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. Like,
Yeah,
it
bro.
is.
I don't know nothing about no.
I'm just literally asking.
Yeah, calm down, bro. You sound like Courage, dude.
Nigga, I was literally just asking about no actors, bro. Just about the actors, bro. That's it.
All about the actors type shit.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
he
it.
is. Oh, he talking about actors. Oh, because y'all Dylan said name 20 Indians, and we was talking about actors at first, y'all. That's what happened. Yeah, Dez, I see, because Dylan know Indian actors. Okay. Makes sense.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to know. Does he recognize anybody?
All right, bet.
Oh, Bill?
Yeah, bro.
You understand? You understand what you're saying, Dylan?
Can I like, bro? I'm gonna take a 5-minute break from the stream, bro.
What? Oh my god!
I have completed the cognitive trace update. The rest of 2D now features a dedicated agent thought trace, providing full transparency into the squad's internal reasoning and tool usage. You can now see the Think Black life cycle in real time. The era of black box intelligence is over. We are fully observable. accurate reporting. Development is complete. The mission-critical squad is fully autonomous, powered by a local tiny llama reasoning engine and synchronized through a high-performance native Rust HUD. We have achieved real-time cognitive transparency. Every thought the agents had is now visible. We are ready for full-scale operations.
Okay, this is YouTube. Just happened to it. Nigga smoking a cigarette. We are going to take a silent time. Whatever.
So this is a weird one because it is a November and December monthly report, but also CIG released it weirdly early this time, so we're doing it here on Wednesday. As always, we're going to go through the monthly report of all development that's been going on. Well, all development that CIG will tell us about that's been going on in November and December, which means probably things like crafting, some of the new events and content coming up in 2026, whatever new ships are going on, economy stuff, narrative, all that jazz. As always, we're going to go through mostly the gameplay focused stuff first, then we'll loop back and we're going to re-record for the ship section. Thanks for coming. If you're here live, feel free to ask questions. We'll be chatting the whole time. If you're watching this after the fact, we'll cut all the chat out. But if you want to ask more live questions about this sort of stuff, come join us on stream. It's good times. AI Content closed out the year working towards the Alpha 4.5 release with the addition of Nyx. The team revisited the social behaviors in Levski to ensure they were utilizing all the usables available to them. You know, the social behaviors like cowering and fear. They also implemented new Nyx-specific voice packs representing a new approach to ambient dynamic conversations. While the initial sets were designed to be used anywhere, the team is developing targeted voice packs so that the conversations provide a unique narrative experience depending on the location. AI Content also worked alongside the mission team to support the setup of new mission reps and story-based content for upcoming releases. This is important because it's key to remember this is a November month report. So some of the stuff we're going to hear about in here is stuff that was done for 4.5. So basically when you hear these details, think of them as anything that has been shown in Nyx is valid to be in this report. This stuff was mostly 4.5 where we saw the new conversational things coming in. Obviously 4.6 isn't live yet, so we haven't gotten to explore as much. But I personally think they've done a lot better at getting some conversations with information into the game. Continuing on to AI tech and features, throughout November and December, AI tech and features worked on the Valakar, improving its ability to utilize submerged positions while avoiding hills. I would love if they could get the adult Valakar. Do you guys remember what we were supposed to be fighting Valakar-wise this battle? Remember this? Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, they're still working on the Valakar. We've gotten one version of it, but I do hope that when they say stuff like this, like they're working on the Valakar, they're getting it more to the point where it's a dynamic thing that shows up on planets like what was originally planned, as opposed to just a boss battle at the end of a dungeon raid. Continuing on, they said that they've also unrotted the chase target behavior and removed the movement hearing filter concept. The Valakar can now also attack inanimate objects, so you can trick it with the rock. Furthermore, new placeholder behaviors were implemented and further developed. For the creature pipeline known as, get the fuck out, dude. Star Paws? Star Paws? CIG has this thing of naming everything with star before it, and it started as a joke, but now we've got like Star Engine, Starware, Star Paws, Star Planet, Star Kitten. Our crafting gameplay is probably going to be StarCraft. We'll get Starbase at some point. Honestly, I'm thinking that the character customizer should be called Starmie. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Star Paws for the creature pipeline. Oh my god, CIG. Work was done on the AI-triggered actor state. Radial information were ported from Squadron 42 and the AI skill extended was retracted cross-motive condition. Updates were then made to the anti-personnel turret, with the devs fixing an issue that caused the guns to fire above the target's head. They had stormtroopers as turrets. Numerous missing hints were added to subsumption activity tasks, while general bug
Diagnostics
fixing was done
complete.
across the board.
I've restored the missing thought trace table and relaunched the background synchronization servers. The system is now fully operational and synchronized. You can resume mission assignments.
Doors going on elevators, stuff like that. Them getting into and out of different compartments of the space and the level. AI planetary navigation improvements were made to allow easier changes to physics terrain patch resolution. Although currently only available on the Valakar, this update is planned for release in the Alpha 4.6 patch. Until we start seeing NPCs roaming around planets, broken down vehicles where NPCs are trying to fix stuff, like, we should be able to come across some folks who are in, like, an Ursa, putting out a help beacon, and literally they just need you to, like, repair their wheel or something. It's not crazy, but that's life, you know? And we're missing so much of that on these planets and moons. So until we get an actual eyes-on that NPCs or vehicles or even ships are doing something in this game other than sitting around in their same place all the time, I'm gonna keep mentioning it, passing it over this and mentioning it in hopes that it does happen, because we need more life. AI on the game intelligence development team. In November and December, the Game Intelligence Development, or GID, team mostly worked towards the next milestone for Mission System V2. Love to hear some mention of this. This involved prototyping validation before MVP fine-tuning. Prototype validation. Okay, so there's still prototyping. The next step was to integrate the UX script before building in the prototype infrastructure. Mission System Dashboard prototype also received a visual update. So the new mission system is still at the prototyping phase. This, I think, is probably what we are stuck behind before we can get missions where they share rewards properly, and we can get contracts that make sense to run as groups without hurting you for running it as a group. I was hoping this would be a first half of this year kind of thing, but if they're a prototype, I don't even know if it's a second half of this year thing. I don't think this is the kind of thing they can hold off on longer than this year, but we'll see what. No, they gotta get Mission System V2 in. This is the kind of thing that I think is absolutely necessary to get in before they get their rush of Squadron 42 players. And as we've talked about already recently, the Squadron 42 rush is not going to happen when Squadron releases. It's going to happen when Squadron starts marketing. And it does not sound like this is going to be ready for that. I hope that they're closer to an MVP than they are to a prototype. But we'll have to see. I guess maybe that it does sound like it could be a second half of this year kind of thing, but usually when their UI isn't getting polished, I'm not really expecting it anytime in the next few updates. I hope it is though. In addition, the team worked on a reactive expression prototype, specifically the design and visual interface with icons for each category. This will be the base template for other tools that enable the designers to easily create triggerable expressions. That sounds like the kind of thing we need in an inventory. Git also supported the integration of Tiny Machine into the StarScript UX, which will allow the tools to use the same visual language, StarScript being our subsumption. Y'all know the subsumption. As usual, bugs were fixed and StarScript features were developed as suggested by the game designers. Cool. Okay. Animation. November saw facial animation back on set for their final performance capture performance capture suit of the year alongside the narrative team. They captured content for 2 new characters alongside 2 new voice packs that will populate the NPCs found in the next system. Offset, they completed animation tasks for ArcCorp's Ella Tieno, who players will be able to see during comms calls. Okay, so I believe Ella is the same mission giver that ArcCorp had for Resource Rush, so she's coming back. Going into December, the team began processing the content captured in November, starting with one of the new named characters who will be seen in an upcoming release. I think that's a Shubin Interstellar mission giver. On the gameplay side, the animators worked towards finalizing the Spec Ops AI combat set as well as 2 other human sets. Progress was also made on melee and mechanized enemy types. Mechanized? Oh, probably like people in Icties? That'd be a good boss fight. Player swimming and navigation, new weapon animations, and creature improvements for the Copion type enemy were also continued on the background life AI as well. Lots of background life art from the characters. The character art team closed out the year by finalizing event rewards, and promotion items while progressing with new gangs for 2026. The concept art team began exploring ideas for the new armors and finalized handoff sheets for subscriber flare items. We're gonna skip over ships for this month. Community, we love the community. Super appreciate you guys. These are cool. To celebrate the system's arrival, they launched Star Citizen's first ever Twitch drops. They also partnered with CLX Gaming to give away custom PC, which was built during a live stream alongside its twin, together forming a panoramic tribute mix, with one half inspired by Levski, the other by the band. They look kind of cool. All right, core gameplay. This is where the good stuff comes out. Let's see what happened. During November and December, the core gameplay team supported multiple releases, progressed towards the release of a variety of features, and supported the remaining development team across multiple initiatives. Come on. For Alpha 4.4, the team collaborated on the release of the Boom Tube rocket launcher and fixed various weapon-related issues as part of the ongoing initiative.
I have successfully implemented the explainable agent workstation. The native monitor now provides a high fidelity decision trace, real-time handoff tracking, and color-coded tool execution logs. Every code change can now be traced back to its specific reasoning node. Our engineering environment is now professional, transparent, and high-performance.
Internal and external feedback. For example, MFDs will now enter an emergency state instead of turning off when out of power. The devs updated the relay behavior to no longer break the resource network when fuses are destroyed, but instead limit the effectiveness of connected items. I'm sorry, that's a change they made in 4.5. I genuinely thought that was a change they made from feedback over the last 18 months of us testing this, but okay, last minute changes. The automatic reassignment of power pits is now optional via the game options, so that by default players have to first unassign power to reassign it. Okay, that's a good call. That's a good call. Ship light states were also tweaked for better audio and visual feedback during emergencies. The first version of ship armor and life support was also implemented, providing multi-crew support gameplay with additional dynamism and depth. Alongside player experience, core gameplay identified critical features that have been addressed in time for the Alpha 4.5 release, or has been added to a future iteration of engineering. The team said, "We're thankful for the feedback provided by the community." They got a lot of feedback. Getting engineering released was no small feat, toes, and seeing players really push the system to its limits has exposed areas of the feature that needed more refinement. We're looking forward to improving the feature over the next few releases. Yeah, we've got a lot of work on engineering. As somebody who has stated multiple times it's going to change everything, I still think that it's the balancing that's going to make that true right now. You can see it, and to some extent you can feel it. It's just, it's not quite there. And I'll be quite honest with you, I think this was CIG's chance to prove that they could make fun gameplay straight away and drop it in. Because most of the gameplay they've made thus far, from FPS mining to salvage to now engineering, I feel like has been great starting points for the gameplay, but every single one of them still feels like they're kind of missing some stuff. And some of that stuff is like stuff from the other parts of the game. Crafting obviously is missing for mining to feel better, but I still think that it's not quite complete, and they need to really show that they can launch something complete. It'd be nice to see that before Squadron. The first iteration of Ship Armor, we talked about this and what the team had to say. Throughout November and December, the team progressed its next major feature, devices.
King
as
Chandra
well as
from the
having
iPhone. No, I
and
think
you can
that
now
bygone
create
be bygone.
using materials that have quality levels and need to be combined to make the best materials. I'm seeing 9 to 15+% increases on different stats. Your rate of fire on certain guns is going up quickly. The crafting materials are definitely going to make a difference in Star Citizen. And now in the newest monthly report, they are acknowledging next steps. They are progressing on a queue screen, which I've actually seen in the test. They're selecting the delivery destination for crafted items. Right now, you can't send them to the crafting machine, only to your own inventory. They're going to be refunding materials, and the functionality is going to be added to dismantle previously crafted items. I've seen that as well. They said at this stage, the core functionality is present. Devs are preparing to review player feedback before launching the feature ahead of its release. I think they're going to use much like with engineering. I think crafting is coming to the rest of the players pretty soon. This is something they can't test at scale, or they have to test at scale. They can't keep testing in Evocati because they have to test our ability to get materials, to refine materials, to store materials, to craft those things, to dismantle those things, and then sell the materials or use them again. Every single one of those pieces needs the player hands-on to make sure there's no big bugs. And you can't keep running 6-hour playtests on the preview channel to get those feedbacks. So I think they're just trying to test right now to see if things work, and then they're going to get us actually to use sometime probably maybe 2. We'll see. Oh, something that's interesting to note also is that for crafting, commodities come in CSU, so micro SCU amounts of cargo. But FPS minables come in units. So 2 units of aphorite, 4 SCU of iron. And they're differentiating between how a FPS mineable is considered and a commodity is considered. So you can see that it's not like you're going to just be able to go out on Orion, get all of the minerals, and craft all the things. At the end of the day, to be the best, you will still have to go and get an FPS gun, go down to a cave, and mine some like basic gems. So I think it's nice. That's a nice touch. I want ships to be able to also interact with FPS minables, but at the same time, I like that it's requiring things besides just nice big ships. For the flight gameplay, the team continued their efforts towards the improved flight model, including various adjustments to control surfaces. This also included exposing more options to design to allow for more control over atmospheric flight behaviors. The team also continued their tasks for the command module used by the Drake Caterpillar and Ironclad. The first playable version of the feature was presented, showcasing seamless handover of the controls from the host ship to the command module and vice versa. This work also allowed them to address various docking-related issues and improve debug tools. That's something I was hoping would happen, that they would be able to retouch on docking because they're working on the command module. Definitely needed it. Toward the end of the year, time was dedicated to addressing issues with the existing transit and freight elevator system. MVP, which were either reported by players using the issue council, the player experience team, or internal QA staff as major issues affecting various gameplay loops, can confirm. Working with the QA team, core gameplay addressed bugs with very high reproductions or issues that had a tendency to manifest permanently. However, there are still many issues present that continue to be addressed. For the mission system, the designers now have the ability to specify conditional mission completions. For instance, Alpha 4.6 includes missions that can be completed by fulfilling one objective or an alternative objective. That's nice. Mission logic changes coming in specific patches is nice to see. Wonder what mission that's going to be. The team also investigated some of the root issues behind drop-off lockers that caused courier missions to be disabled. They also provided support for the various new missions and content deliverables, such as improvements to the progress tracker used for various events. Work continued on the inventory rework with internal reviews and bug hunting sessions. This is good. Internal reviews and bug hunting sessions is great to hear. Early steps were also established on capital ship refueling, leading to a task breakdown and refueling. So, 2 key features that I'm hoping we see in the first half of this year. The inventory rework is a big one that I was hoping we would get from the tech preview with crafting, and we're not seeing. That's a big surprise to me. I can't imagine this is very far behind. I really don't think that the crafting gameplay can make it to the live game without the inventory rework joining it. So I'm hoping we see a players to better see their surroundings in low light conditions. That's LAMP, coming in 4.6. Great touch, great addition. Going back up to the mission system stuff they talked about here, I wanted to touch on real quick. The team includes missions that can be completed by fulfilling one objective or another. Conditional mission completions really speak to me in regards to this. These are some missions they talked about a while ago that were replacing missions. They were basically like if you were an old star veteran. One of my old cats in chat. Shout out to you guys, you great people. You probably remember the Gundo Covalix mission, the investigation. I think they actually took it out for 4.0, but up until 4.0 it was the best mission in Star Citizen, and it was for its entire existence, which dates back to 2018. So for 6 years, this mission was great. People loved it. You could finish it and you could fail it. You could get conditional like objectives. You could turn in some of the objectives and not find others. You would get different completion states in this mission. Like you get literally a different call from the woman that you're working for if you didn't get enough of the information. It was really good, and it was a great kind of like template for what people wanted to see from just general space missions, just like your average interesting platforming investigation mission. So back in 2022 at CitizenCon, they actually gave us a design brief about investigations. Now, design briefs are really early on explanations of stuff. To put into perspective, this is the engineering design brief, which we didn't get until this was March 2023. So if you go by that timeline, we should have gotten investigation missions by now, but that's just to give you context for like design briefs are early on kind of stuff. Regardless, they did this because they wanted us to have an idea of where they were going with this kind of gameplay, and it's pretty cool. And it sounds a lot like what they're saying in this monthly report. Listen here.
You're smart, go to that location, and should you go to that location and do a little search, you'll find his body there, and he's been electrocuted, fixing the light. And then where the second pitch, it's more about allowing you to choose when they think they have solved the mystery. And the way we do this is we scatter evidence around the location and clues that lead to that evidence. And obviously for a character there, you can get your like ads to a credible stage, which might still be the wrong answer but you can complete the mission. Where if you carried on thinking a little more, maybe found more clues on them, you would perhaps find an indisputable piece of evidence you can find that would get like the bones of the mission. And but just have the simple pitch, we could see how easy it was to scale, and it involved less complex narratives, but we also decided to go for the second because we like the idea of giving the player the agency to decide when they've done.
Yeah. Okay, so that kind of lays out where they want to go with the investigation missions, which does sound a lot like that Gundo mission we used to have. But clearly they got put on the back burner, they got left aside because the mission system wasn't ready for it. The contract manager clearly wasn't ready for it. I'm guessing they didn't have enough factions and members and people in it. And probably the team couldn't work on the missions enough in Star Citizen as it was. We didn't even start getting new missions till last year. Now we're seeing mining missions come in. Salad missions have been improved. We've got engineering missions. Combat missions are starting to go up more. Narrative missions are happening. I could see investigation missions being a kind of thing that they'd slip in at some point. Maybe not this year. But I think this is getting rid of a huge roadblock to making those a thing. All right, let's go on to economy. Based on community feedback, the economy team overhauled Winkalo's rewards. Everybody's favorite. Most recipes now require fewer of each ingredient. Some items were redistributed into the loot pool, and the Idris and Wolf were added as rewards over the holiday period. The commodity price boost generated a wide range of feedback, with the strongest responses tied to the increased profitability of previously undervalued free trade resources. I didn't get to do enough of this to have a good opinion of it. Unfortunately, I do feel like I need to get more hands-on with the gameplay stuff that's happening as it happens, instead of just reading about it and talking with you guys about it here. I don't know what the problem is with them or what the feedback has been. These insights are already being factored into future balance adjustments, though. few new vehicles as possible draws. I'm glad that they are working on this sort of semi-dynamic changes to the economy and stuff. The team spent time in December on the next social station that will operate the system with safe trading zones and economic incentives. Love economic incentives, but not much about dynamic economy work still. The devs are also looking into vehicle ballistic weapons to give them proper caliber designations and operational costs associated with their size and type. We know that Star Citizen is supposed to be getting worked on, but nothing yet still. Mission design ended the year focusing on quality of life fixes for 4.5, alongside bringing the derelict space station missions back to Stanton. What? Are there derelict space station missions in Stanton? I'm confused. Did I miss that? All right, narrative time. Oh, we got Rockcracker showing up here. What do they got to say about narrative Rockcracker? The end of the year was a busy time for the narrative team as they worked towards the momentous release of Star Citizen's third system, Nix. A complex undertaking, the team wrote dozens of new missions, helped bring the new Shadow-related Outlaw faction to life, and oversaw the return of some classic characters. Additionally, the team supported the new content shown at IAE and the introduction of system-to-system hauling missions. In December, the team focused on setting themselves up for success in the new year with a PTU launch of 4.6. The team also wrote several NPC scripts in support of upcoming game mechanics and missions. 2956 is going to be an exciting year in the Empire, they said. Not a single mention about Rockcracker. They're just putting pictures of this stuff. I don't know if this is Rockcracker 2, but this definitely is. Last month, the online services team shared an internal tech demo, demonstrating what will be coming without item recovery tier 1. With this, they were able to properly establish the priority needs of the downstream teams. Okay, so we're closing in on item recovery tier 1. Work also continued on instancing, with the instance manager working as the cornerstone to validate new features' inner workings. The live tools team successfully launched the new error reporting pipeline. Development of the web app tool continued, with the team expanding its scope beyond the initial crash ownership rules functionality. The tool will now incorporate additional capabilities to automate ticket assignment workflows, replacing existing manual and difficult to maintain processes for routing tickets to users. The audit logs feature for Hex is now live in production 2, providing enhanced tracking and monitoring capabilities to the team. Item recovery tier 1 basically means that you're going to be able to lose all the things you have once again. It's going to go back from you keeping everything that's on your body when you die. But if you register the things that you have, you'll be able to get them back as soon as you die. So when you wake up, you'll wake up without your stuff. And that stuff will be left. And it can be looted, it can be found, it can be retrieved, whatever. You can go back and get it if you want. But in your hangar or wherever you respawn, there should be a button you can press that gives you back all the stuff that you already had for a price, for a certain amount of materials from crafting, for whatever it is, I don't know. But the idea is basically they're going to make it easy for you to get your stuff back because you have chosen to register and pay for what is essentially the future of insurance. But you'll be able to lose it still. R&D. In November, the R&D team EU focus remained on optimization. Texture streaming support was added for volumetric clouds and ground fog, including support for streaming 3D volume textures. Various optimizations were done to allow the inclining of C++ lambdas and to prevent allocations in situations where they must be captured as functions. This, among others,
experience was
item resource generation and consumption.
What?
Anything that can optimize the ability for the game to run better is
That was just explaining atheism. I don't want to do it again.
read access.
Oh shit. Okay, so
Currently, which helps with CPU gas cloud reads for radiation volume, atmospheric flight data, door hazard state updates, and more. Also, lowercase CRC32 computations were optimized significantly. You better believe it. Threading related OS calls overhead were removed when updating vehicle parts and when checking for active impact and damage maps. Don't ask me to explain. Overheads in evaluating AI tactical parts were fixed, while the refactor of gas cloud light updates to remove the need for temporary memory allocations and significantly optimized CPU processing costs was brought to the PU. When I read this fast enough, I just feel like Tony's just saying things. In December, more code was optimized for bullet projects. Among other things, contract capture for immediately executed lambdas in various systems was improved to avoid unnecessary allocations. Priority of deferred action queues optimized to allow directly and placing past lambdas and to avoid unnecessary temporary copy. Entity classes are now also stored more compactly in the registry and allow for more efficient lookups. AI local variables no longer cause excessive allocations and locking costs. The time splicing of monitored zone updates, mission updates, is now handled more efficiently. Finding the closest shadow region node is now executed more efficiently, and work is also underway to speed up projected detail rendering, saving interpolators. Interpolators. This action saves interpolators. And that is the monthly report of November, December. Like I said, like I've been saying over the last couple of weeks, this was a catch-up. It was 2 months of information, and it had some interesting information in it. Some stuff about crafting and upcoming features, but for the most part, this was about the stuff that we've already seen coming into the game. So, not as exciting a monthly report, but it had some insight. Either way, usually these reports don't get that big until like March. February 1 is usually okay, but it's when you start getting like March and April month report because they're preparing for the drops around the Invictus Week patch. Ooh, and things are getting interesting.
Okay, so if you don't do what you're going to tell us to, what will your punishment
be? If you think it's messed up.
Meaning the one who's supreme over all creation because he creates it, sustains it, and governs it. That means he's the most high according to Isaiah 44:24.
In Revelation 3:12, when it says, I'm sorry, 3:14, it says, and unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, these things say the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. Why is that important? Because in a lot of cases, for the not ancient, that means that there was a time when Christ was not there. And if I just skip up 2 verses, let's see what Christ continued to say out of his own mouth. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God. Hold up, Christ said, temple of my God. And he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God. Now, he said earlier in the debate that Yahweh is Christ's name, but Christ just said he's going to write upon him the name of his God. And the name of the holy city of my God, which is Jerusalem, which comes down of heaven from my God. In Revelations 3 and 12, just 1 verse, Christ said he had a God 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Since Cap couldn't answer the question about Adonai, can you show where the word Adonai has been used for a creature and not Adon? Because we know that Adon has been used for creatures, so don't attack a straw man.
Well, I wasn't attacking the straw man. That was Sam attacking the straw man. My response was, the first response I gave was that Lord, Adonai, Adonai, God are all interchangeable because you can see angels call that. I brought up the verse in the house of David is called that. So just because you see those words, if I was to go even further in Chronicles, when it says the Lord provoked David to number the people, you'll see when in 1 Chronicles 21:1, and Satan stood up against Israel. When you go to 1 Samuel, you'll see it was the Lord. So I didn't take a straw man. He took a straw man with the technicality out of this, out of that. He did that. I didn't do that. Listen,
And speaking the truth and hearing is enough to doubt. Let me destroy the argument. Notice he couldn't show you where Adonai is used for a mere creature, right? And Lord willing, I will be doing a session on that, but it's not the argument of Adonai that is used for many. It's not the argument of Adon. We said Adonai. He still can show you that. If you go back, he said 1 Samuel 24:8. There it's Adonai. It's not. It's Adonai. So either he's ignorant or he lied. But seeing his track record, he lied. I won't give the benefit of the doubt. Moreover, the argument of Sirach 43:26 wasn't that the word there is Jesus. The argument was that it says God sustains all things by his word. Hebrews 1:3 says it's Jesus who sustains things by his word. Not that Jesus is the word in Sirach 43, but that God sustains all things by his word. But it says Jesus sustains all things by his word. That means Jesus is the God Most High who sustains all things by his word. Means he is the Ancient of Days. He is the Most High who became flesh, one with the Father's Spirit. That's why hearing and not lying is in our tomb. Cap, put a cap in it.
Question for Cap, Isaiah 42:8 says God will not share his glory yet. In John 17:5, Jesus speaks of sharing the Father's glory before the world existed. Explain this.
Got you. So this is John 17:5. It says, now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. And Isaiah, that was 44:6, you said?
Isaiah 42:8.
Got you. So in Isaiah 42:8, the reason for him saying, I won't give my glory to another, the rest of that verse says, neither my praise to graven images, because the subject in Isaiah 42 is about them worshiping other idols as gods. And what the Most High is saying, I'm not giving my glory, like for example, to Baal or Molech or any other graven image that you have. But in John 17, not only does Christ ask to get the glory back, but that same glory that he got, when you go down to verse 22, it says, and the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one. So if the Isaiah 42:8 was specifically talking about God not giving the glory to nobody else, not only did Christ ask for that glory, but then he took that glory and then gave it to others. So the context can't be the same in Isaiah 42 and John 17.
Tell me how that it's up to you, right? I mean, so you can leave that screen where you can see all of us.
Yeah, and if you went broke, that bitch would leave you.
Whether the Father gives the Son glory and the Son gives that glory to the disciples. What he was saying is this, which is not said of the disciples. John 17:5. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. You cannot show me anywhere in that chapter where this is said of the disciples that they had glory alongside of the Father before the creation of the world. That's number one. Jesus does. Even in that context when it says, the glory you gave me, I gave to them, it is not the same glory that Jesus had from before the world was, because if we continue reading, John 17:22 is what he cited, but John 17:24, Father, I will that they also, when thou hast given me, be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory, not the glory I gave them, which thou hast given me, for thou lovest me before the foundation of the world. So even in that chapter, the glory that God gave Jesus, that he gave to the disciples, is not the glory that Jesus had alongside the Father from before before the creation world, where the Father was loving on him, and thirdly, to show you that it's not just the Father who's glorified when people worship Jesus. The Father glorifies Jesus the way Jesus glorifies him. Here you go. These words, John 17:1-2, spake Jesus and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour is come, glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify me. It's reciprocal. Glorify me, that I may glorify you. Glorify me the way I glorify you. As thou hast given him power of all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. Again, John 13:31-32, it is this reciprocal. Therefore, when he was gone out, Jesus said, now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. Meaning the Son will bring glory to the Father. But what will the Father do? If God be glorified in him, God should also glorify him in himself. And straight away glorify him. Reciprocal. They glorify each other equally, which is what we would expect if they're equals and not the same person. John 8:15, I seek not my own glory. There's one that seeketh and judgeth. One demands that I be glorified and will judge you if you don't. Who is that? John 8:54. Jesus answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me. God the Father honors me and demands that you glorify me and honor me with the same honor he receives. That shows you he must be equal in divinity and glory and majesty, though not the same person. All must honor the Son as they honor the Father. That's the destruction of your cult. Time to repent, come to the true Jesus, because your God doesn't exist, he can't save you.
A simple question for Captain. Yeah, how can Jesus not be God with the Father when Hebrews 1:2-3 show he created the ages, time in Psalms 10:3, the Greek says, I begot thee before the morning dawn.
Verse 1 says, God who has sundry times and diverse ways spake in the times past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken to us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom he made all the worlds. So he can't be the Most High. If anybody wants to call Christ God, I don't argue that. We've demonstrated throughout this Bible that other people can be called gods, but the Most High, he is not. He was appointed. He was given something by the Most High.
Can you leave up the screen for the Bible verses? Because our Bible verses. Do I get a chance to respond or no?
Yeah, short response. What we're gonna have to do, just because we're limited,
try to bullet.
Just one and one, no more counter responses.
Yeah, like if someone asks Sam a question, I don't have to respond to it. I think that'll help us get to them quicker. So Sam, I don't think you should respond to a question of mine, nor should I respond to a question of yours.
It's really up to you guys, because I mean we're not gonna be able to get through all of them anyway, so we can just
money. You know, I know about Super Chat. He paid their money, we can get through it faster. That's all I'm thinking about.
He's still saying you get 20. What I'm saying, if there's a question to me, you get to respond. Question to you, I get to respond. Right?
I'm saying no to get through them all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's saying no to get through more super chats.
I'm saying no because Cameron, will you still get through it?
No, we're not gonna be able to get to all of them either way.
All right, but now let's give him a chance to respond to this question to me, because you're still not gonna get it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna respond to this. You ignore the fact what he was saying is the Son was the one by whom the worlds were made. The term worlds is ages. If the Son was appointed by God the Father to make the ages, that means he's ageless, which cannot be said of angels. That means he is uncreated, because the same language is used in Hebrews 11:3 when it says that God framed the ages by his word. So if the Father must be ageless to make the worlds, and it's the word ages, Son must be ageless if the Father used him to create the ages. He's uncreated. If he's uncreated, then he's God the highest, though not the Father. That was the argument. Go ahead.
Question for Sam. Colossians 1:17, all things consist. KJV 16:11 says Paul quoted Sirach 43:26. By his word all things consist. Sirach 43 is about Jehovah. Is Jesus Jehovah?
Yeah, also Colossians 1:17 and Hebrews 1:3 both allude to Sirach 43:26. So let me explain what the question is. In Sirach 43:26, there it talks about God sustaining all things by his word. Hebrews 1:3 says the Son sustains all things by his powerful word. And Colossians 1:17 says all things consist in him. How can Christ not be the Most High, Jehovah in absolute sense, without being the Father, if he's the one doing what the Old Testament says Jehovah does? He in himself sustains all creation by his powerful word. Does that mean he's sustaining himself as a creature? That's the point. No, he's no creature. He's not the Father, not the Spirit, but he's Jehovah Most High in the flesh. That's why we're Trinitarians, and that's why his God is false.
Y'all, I guess y'all must look up the word all throughout the Bible. You see the word, it must be talking about Christ. That is absolutely ignorant. Just because Sirach says by the word, that just means they obeyed the Most High when he spoke. That's why Christ is called the what? So be. Even in Colossians, when it says he is before all things, by him all things consist, he's the firstborn of all creation, so he's the first. So he's before the angels, he's before the earth, he's before the sun, the moon, the stars, he's before that, but he's not before the Ancient of
Okay, now share my screen, brother, if you can, because we're gonna go out with a bang. Hold on, don't worry, brother. You can leave if you want, because it's your funeral. I'm get to the verse. You're running out of time, dude. Take it easy. Thus saith the Lord, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord that maketh all things. Now, guys, watch. The Lord made all things, that stretches forth the heavens,